News 25 is brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Police quickly capture a man who stole a car, and the Veterans Administration makes a short stop here in town. News 25 starts now.
This is News 25 with Eunette Gentry. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
A car theft is captured by Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies. It's Thursday, October 10th. I'm Eunette Gentry. An employee of a restaurant right here in Pahrump was shocked to see someone get inside his car and then take off.
Patrol members be advised.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office report that they have arrested an individual by the name of Jonathan Williams for grand larceny of an auto and possession of a stolen vehicle. Last month, deputies were dispatched to Oja Japanese Steakhouse on Highway 160 in reference to a report of an auto theft in progress. Nye County Sheriff's Office dispatched advised deputies that a white male or possibly two white males had just stolen a 2016 red ruby color Ford Focus and that it was headed through the Albertsons parking lot towards Walmart. The reporting party told police that he went inside Oja, where he works, for a minute while his car was running. At that time, he says, a suspect jumped into his car and took off. He said he did not know who the individual was and that he did not give permission for him to take his vehicle. Deputies say that they located the vehicle near Walmart and Yellowhand. At that time, they made a felony stop on the car and ordered the suspect out of the vehicle. When making contact with the individual, later identified as Jonathan Williams, they asked if the vehicle was his, and he responded no. Officers say at that point that they observed a hypodermic device on the driver's side floorboard, which appeared to have blood and possibly liquid heroin in it. Police say that Mr. Williams said the syringe was inside the car when he took it. Jonathan Williams was then arrested and transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center.
And many veterans were not happy that the Veterans Administration scheduled a local town hall for just 1 hour. Local vets have many questions and concerns about their health. Having a rural clinic here in Pahrump has not alleviated the issues that much. And when a veteran is not feeling well, they still must drive 1.5 hours to North Las Vegas to get advanced care. Some veterans have even been making drastic statements, taking their own lives at VA hospitals. This morning, we caught up with Dr. Tom Waters to find out more regarding the recent meeting that happened here in Pahrump.
Our facility last Friday got named as a Pathways to Excellence facility. We are the only facility in Southern Nevada with that designation and the only VA in the Southwest with that designation. So that doesn't come from just coming to work every day. That comes to having an extra level of commitment and excellence to serving and caring for our veterans. So kudos to our nursing staff, kind of led that, but that was a facility-wide effort, something we're proud of. So those are the types of things we're doing here to, better take care of our veterans. There's these programs and these processes. So we've got a lot of great things going on. Do we always get it right? Like we said, no, but we're going to continue to do our best to continue to be the best that we can be.
The town hall meeting was scheduled for 1 hour, but they said they would stay as long as they could. And it really wasn't a town hall to talk about our problems or anything else. It was really a town hall to introduce the new person in charge. The urgent care is a big thing because the VA clinic does not have an emergency room, and we were using Desert View Hospital, but they have expanded it, or they're looking at making sure that Pahrump has it so that veterans can use urgent care in other areas.
We still don't have a doctor available at this VA clinic. Are we looking for one actively?
They are looking for one, and Dr. Carter is the person that's really recruiting doctors and talking to her. And I talked to her after the town hall to let her know that we still want a doctor out here. there's always going to be some problems, but I think we can fix the problems with the VA instead of doing away with the VA. When you say local representative, we normally go to Bruce Cox. Bruce Cox works at the VA clinic here, and he's usually up to speed on everything. Now, Donna, she's the one in charge of the VA clinic here, and we can always ask her, but Bruce is more available to us as a veteran. They talked about the urgent care coming to Pahrump. We didn't get a final decision on that, and I think it's something that's still coming. I don't think it's here yet.
It's quite a drive to go over to North Las Vegas to get care, and so hopefully we'll be getting some more services here.
That's correct, and there are some veterans that just don't want to drive over the mountain.
Especially when you're not feeling well.
Absolutely, and to have to do that, it's very difficult. I know that there were some things that I needed, and they wanted me to go to the emergency room. This thing was I can go to the emergency room at the VA hospital in North Las Vegas or go to the emergency room at Desert View. If I go Desert View, it's going to take a while for the VA to get the medical records and the results of this emergency room visit. But if I go to the emergency room at the VA hospital, they have it immediately. Yeah. And so sometimes it's worth the drive just to go over there to do that. And that's something that they need to fix.
Yeah, basically the buzzword is in-network, okay? In outpatient, inpatients, hospitals, anything has to be in-network. And as Joe here alluded to, the TriWest Act locator will show you hospitals are in-network. And yes, Desert View is in-network.
Post-traumatic stress disorder. There are a lot of veterans that are going through bouts with PTSD. And I encourage any veteran that is having any problems at all to go to the VA clinic and let them know, look, I do have these problems and I'd like to see someone. We have someone that I know is there, and that's Gail Morgan. She's fantastic. She's a counselor, and she sees a lot of veterans, and she's helped a lot of veterans.
And stay tuned, we'll tell you about how the GM strike might affect car buyers like you.
This segment of the news is brought to you by Pahrump Cardiology, located at 1397 South Loop Road in Pahrump, Nevada. Call 775-210-8333 for an appointment. Dr. Tali Eric, proudly serving Pahrump since 2005.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, there's good news and bad news when it comes to anyone in the market for a vehicle. The strike at General Motors will cost more for car buyers. That story and more in today's business news.
Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, as trade talks intensify, CNBC reports 50 multinational companies are moving production out of China. Fitbit is one of the latest tech companies shifting manufacturing operations away from China to avoid tariffs. By 2020, Fitbit's fitness trackers and smartwatches will no longer originate from China and will be tariff-free. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg is set to testify October 23rd on Capitol Hill. House members of the Financial Services Committee want to hear about Facebook's plans for its own cryptocurrency known as Libra. The companies that supply parts to General Motors are putting a price tag on the cost of the strike. NPR reports there are 9 suppliers in Lansing, Michigan alone. Anderson Economic Group estimates that supplier losses are exceeding $412 million already.
To find out where you can see us every day, go to businessfirstam.com.
Thanks, Angela. And turning back to local news, Ski Sinski from Estates 411 is going green. Sinski has decided to start using a Rhino to get around, and we don't mean the Rhino brand, which is an off-road vehicle, but this one definitely is all-terrain.
This segment is brought to you by Estates 411.
We have 2 very, very exciting auctions coming up this Saturday, October 12th. We're splitting it into 2 different auctions. This auction will be conducted on behalf of the family of the late Elizabeth Ogle. She was a very well-known world traveler, a master woodworking artist, and a survivalist. The amount of items that she has is just phenomenal. So what we did is we split it up. Saturday morning at 10 o'clock here at our location at 4155 Santa Vito, we'll have a live-only auction. You'll not be able to bid on the internet. The items in the live-only auction, the one kind of feature item is we have about 5 pallets of survival food. The dehydrated 30-year shelf-life food, tools, household goods, carvings, just an amazing selection. And then as we speak, the catalog part for the online-only auction is currently available. So if you go to our website, estates411.com, you'll be able to see the catalog and you'll be able to bid for the online portion. Once again, 2 separate auctions. Saturday morning, live only. There'll be no internet bidding available for that. And then Saturday night at 5 o'clock is when the online only auction starts to close the lots. The online auction will feature 2 sea containers, a golf cart, incredible firearms, a crap load of ammunition, collector knives, artwork, and a lot of the crafts that she created. Some of the beautiful artwork you'll be able to see. So I think it's like the best of both worlds. For the people that are not happy with the online auction, just come to the live auction and it'll be just like the old school auctions. Then we'll follow it up that same evening with the closing of the online only auction. Preview will be Friday, the 11th of October, here at our location, 4155 Santa Vito. It's kind of kitty corner from Big Dick's Pizza. As a landmark, I'm gonna put my buddy Shrek out there by the road. So when you're driving down the road and you see Shrek out there, that's where you turn. Once again, you know, it's so fun to be in this community. The support that we get and splitting it out like this is gonna really accommodate everybody's bidding needs. Probably a couple people wondering what the hell is Ski doing sitting on a rhino? Well, I was thinking that maybe I should go green. And instead of using the fuel and this and that, if I could just ride this rhino back and forth to work. Now going green, I don't mean to offend Shrek, but I think that's part of the future. So if you see me going down the road on this rhino, don't call 911 thinking somebody just completely lost their mind. Once again, the website is estates411.com, or you can call on my cell phone number. It's 775-513-9361. And as usual, it's fun living in Pahrump. We have a good time. And Deanna, thank you for the job you guys do getting all this information out to the community. Thank you.
And Ski, while that rhino you're riding is awesome, our technical director is seriously interested in purchasing that Shrek. Lots of great items there, and we'll have more news for you right after this break.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. Now here's Deanna O'Donnell with your news from across the Silver State.
Well, Death Valley is celebrating a birthday. Death Valley National Park is hosting a special program and events in celebration of the park's 25th birthday, which is October 26th through November 2nd. While the park fees will be waived, geologists, biologists, astronomers, and other specialists will share their knowledge of desert ecology, dark skies, and natural history. A ranger-led sunrise hike will meet at Zabriskie Point at 7 a.m. on October 27th. Astronomy programs will be offered at Harmony Borax from 7 until 9. And of course, those fee waivers are in force during that whole weekend. The public's invited to join Superintendent Mike Reynolds for a 5-kilometer fun run walk at 8 a.m. at Furnace Creek Visitor Center. And you can wish the park happy birthday with cupcakes at noon in Furnace Creek Visitor Center. Neighboring organizations and partners will have exposition booths set up at the Visitor Center during the day, and former Death Valley superintendents will answer questions and speak about the California Desert Protection Act from 1 until 3 in the auditorium. A report released Tuesday by the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors shows home prices in southern Nevada inching back towards their all-time high as local housing supplies remains tight. The organization reported that the median price of existing single-family homes in southern Nevada sold through its multiple listing service during September was $310,000. That's up 3.3% from an even $300,000 in September of 2018. Meanwhile, the median price of local condos and townhomes in September was $171,000. That's down 0.6% from $170,000 in September of 2018. According to the report, the median price of existing single-family homes in southern Nevada is now within $5,000 of the $315,000 peak set in June of 2006 before prices began falling during the recession. Local home prices hit a post-recession bottom of $118,000 in January of 2012. Just as prices have been raising more gradually, Carpenter said fewer homes have been selling this year compared to the previous years. Well, there were 19 deadly crashes and 22 fatalities in September of 2019. That's down from 34 crashes and 37 fatalities in the same month in 2018. The new data from the state's Office of Traffic Safety shows 194 people were tragically killed in crashes through the first 9 months of this year. That figure is down from 263 fatalities reported over the same time period in 2018. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news across Nevada.
Thanks so much, Deanna. And today we stopped by Desert Haven to introduce you to Marky, who's a beautiful dog up for adoption right now.
So today we are joined with Marky, and Marky is a brindle-colored pit bull mix. He is about 2 years old. He was a stray. He's super friendly and kind of medium-sized dog. He's brown, of course, with the brindle markings, and he is looking for a home to call his own. And so if you're looking for a dog to take home and make your own and give you special kisses, give them a call here at Desert Haven Animal Society. Their phone number is 775-751-7020. You can come and see Marky and his friends here at Desert Haven. They're on Seary Lane behind the Nye County Courthouse, right off Basin Avenue. You can also look them up on the web at deserthavenas.org or on Facebook at Desert Haven Animal Society.
Such a beautiful dog. And now here's Josh Osborne with today's Great Computer Deals Tech Tip for you.
Reporting from my man cave, it's Josh from Pahrumph's own Great Computer Deals, and it's time for another quick tutorial. In our last video, we explained what Windows apps are and why you might want to download some. But now let's show you exactly how to download an app. First, click on your Start menu, and then find the app called Microsoft Store. Once Microsoft Store is open, you'll be presented with a lot of content that they offer, but to simplify it, go ahead and choose Apps from the very top of the screen. Now you'll see all the available options, and if you want to search for one, you do have that search box, but for this example, we'll go ahead and just click on the icon for the app that we want. First, you'll see a blue button called Get. Press that to get the download started. Keep in mind that you will need a Microsoft account to accomplish this. Still need help? Come to our store where you'll find low prices and friendly faces. We're located at 1190 East Highway 372, or call us at 775-990-8833.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
All right, it was super windy outside. Let's take a look through our weather cam. Lerner and Rowe sponsors that, and hopefully it's still in place after all that whipping around. We'll take a closer look at our forecast and what else might breeze through after this break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donohue with today's weather. In Las Vegas, we had a high of 69 degrees, the low of 47. Death Valley, I bet they're happy to be getting even further away from those hundreds now with a high of 82 degrees and a low of 54. Amargosa, a high of 70 with a low of 44. 67, 37 in Beatty. 53-21 in Goldfield, 53-22 in Tonopah, Carson City a high of 57 with a low of 21, 55-19 in Fallon, and 54-22 in Fernley. Now today in Pahrump, we saw some nice sunny skies. Our high today was 70 degrees. Winds coming out of the north at 11 miles per hour, 5% for our humidity, and our sunrise at 6:46 this morning. Now for tonight, we're expecting mostly clear skies. Our low is going to be 43 degrees. It's currently 68 outside. Winds come to the east-northeast at 11 miles per hour. Our humidity at 11%, and our sunset at 6:15 tonight. Now looking ahead to our 7-day, those clouds we were talking about yesterday have all dissipated away, and now we're going to see some nice sunny skies all through next Thursday. Temperature-wise, we're still going to start hiking up those temperatures. On Friday, we're going to see a high of 73 degrees. On Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be up to highs of 77 and 79. And then from next Monday all the way through next Thursday, we're going to be hanging out in those low 80s, just between 80 and 83 degrees for our highs. Our overnights, we're seeing a very similar pattern. On Friday, we're going to be seeing a low of 41 degrees, 48 on Saturday, and then from Sunday through next Thursday, we're going to be hanging out in those mid to low 50s for overnights, just between 50 and 55 degrees for those temperatures there. So now with that, we're going to throw it back to the desk with Eunette.
Thanks, Michael. And right now we have breaking news just into the newsroom about a two-car crash at State Route 160 and Dandelion. News 25 currently has crews on the way to that scene, and we're gathering details, and we'll have more information for you on our successive newscasts. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Eunette Gentry. Thanks for joining us. Good night.